Hey guys, I'm Boot. We're in New Jersey, and let's love and hate stuff today. Well guys, we got a lot to talk about in episode 3 here today. So I want to talk about Biden's disappearance. So of course, the day I put the video out, Biden did have a speech afterwards on television, but God knows how much drugs they had to pump him up with to make coherent sentences. That is a little bit what's scaring me about this particular continuation of this particular president. Like I said last time, I don't believe in either side, whether it be Kamala or it be Donald Trump. I think that either way, you know, we're looking at much of the same. Maybe some things better, maybe some things worse, but nothing even close to what I feel should be, you know, the thing. But it's just so strange to me. He looked so tan. He looked like Donald Trump, like tan, like orange tan. And then he had like the makeup on under his eyes. That was the white like makeup or whatever, or eyeliner or whatever it is. He said a lot of things, but one of the things he keeps repeating is how Donald Trump is a big proponent that will undermine our democracy. I don't think so, dude. He's been president once before. So, and yeah, like crap happened, but the world was crazy then. Like we had COVID, we had all the BS that came with COVID. So at the end of the day, like, can you really blame all the shitstorm of his presidency on, you know, him? No, you can't. That's not to say he didn't do some fucking shady shit while he was in there and we just don't really know about it yet. If that's the case, then, you know, we'll find out eventually. Or maybe our kids or kids' will find out eventually. But, you know, who knows? Either way, I'm voting third party, as I'm not entirely sure which of two candidates I'm looking at. Next in the Trump and Biden conversation, we're going to go to Trump's campaign promises. One of the promises he made this week was about police having the ability to do their job. And that's all fine and good. But, like, the way he says this,
we're going to give immunity to police so they can do their job. I'm giving federal immunity to police officers so they can do their job. I know they say it's unconstitutional. Well, make it not unconstitutional.
I'm sorry, did we not just see a woman get shot in the face for not coming at the cop with a boiling pot of water, but then the cop still continued to say that she came at him with a boiling pot of water? Why? Why would you want to give somebody like this license to do this over and over and over again without consequence? Okay? Now, I saw the greatest idea, and that's if one cop F's around and finds out, that should be pulled from every cop in that department's pension. And then we'll see cops actually police each other. Because, you know, having a body cam isn't enough. They just don't care, you know, and it's not all of them, but it is a very large amount that we have all these videos all over the internet. I mean, there's billions of people on the planet, but for all the billions of videos that there is, each cop individually or even in a group, it's just, it frustrates the hell out of me. And it feels like if you can't police your own force and you refuse to acknowledge any wrongdoing by people in your own department, there's a problem there. Because not every cop is crooked. It's only a bad few. But the amount we've seen, you know, is just, it boggles my mind. And, you know, he talks about how it's a, you know, civil rights issue and blah, blah, blah. But here's the thing.
You burn our American flag, you should get immediately mandatory 1 year in jail.
So what he's actually talking about is the vandalism and the attack on the Liberty Bell in Philadelphia. It was spray painted, they tore down American flags, burned them in the streets, and put up the Palestinian flag. It's number one, this is not a police issue at this point. At this point, the National Guard or the FBI should step in and actually do something. And the failure to do anything about this, other than put these people on watch lists, is absolutely disgusting. For whatever reason, they feel that they need to commit genocide or whatever. Okay? Can we just have fucking peace for once? Like, this is crazy. And of course, the people in the United States are fighting like crazy because we are a free nation, which means we can talk about anything we want to talk about. However, what we do here does not have a direct impact on what's happening over there. Nothing we have done has made a direct impact as to what has happened over there. Other than like the, you know, shooting the shit out of the sky. Like, yeah, that's great. That is a protective defensive measure. And that's great. But like, we have no business screwing around with other countries for crap that we can make ourselves here. I'm tired of this import crap. Like, let's start building our own crap. Let's start using our own fuel. Let's start doing our own, like, industry. Instead of outsourcing everything to China, Japan, Indonesia, Mexico, whatever. Like, I don't understand the stupidity of it. But I digress. Nevertheless, we'll move on to the next subject. So, my buddy sent me this post, and it's about Star Trek and Doctor Who, some kind of collab thing. Now, I have never seen any collab, anything to indicate any collaboration between these two. But first off, when you think about it, right? Star Trek is owned by Paramount. Doctor Who is now owned by Disney. So why would Disney do anything with Paramount to make a crossover? Unless this was just some sort of thing to promote Friendship Day and get people watching the platforms. I don't know. But either way, I just think it's ridiculous and disgusting. It's a cash grab. I was told at some point by somebody that the Star Trek and Doctor Who universes crossed over in a comic book. And that's all fine and good, but I mean, you can't have competing properties like Disney and Paramount Plus, trying to fight over who does what. It's going to be Spider-Man all over again, where you had Sony fighting with Disney. It's a nightmare. It's ridiculous, and it makes no sense for the fans. So at this point, like, I don't believe they should have done anything like this. I think, yes, the technology is good. The stuff Disney's working with is good. Paramount, CBS, I guess, whoever they have studio-wise to do anything like this, to make the new shows, the new Star Trek shows, or what, you know. And they could both do a really good thing here, but I see it being squabbling over this and that and the other throughout the entire process, making the fans wait and wait and wait for, you know, basically another Star Wars movie. You know, the way they just ruined the franchise with Disney. I think Star Trek is getting a little bit overly done as well. I think they're really trying to do the same thing Disney does, where they squeeze every last drop of blood from the stone. And I just feel like they're gonna continue to do it disservices. And I'm just like, I love the Star Trek universe and what it represents. And I would love to see that, you know, become the future of mankind at some point. But I don't think we'll ever get there because commercialism is king. And not that I have a huge problem with commercialism, but I do think that sometimes culture is hidden behind a paywall, and that's wrong. Anyways, moving on. So guys, check this out. This is a new Kevin Smith movie that's coming out called 4:30. When I first saw the name of it, I thought, oh, 4:30 happens after 4:20. It looks great. And, you know, coming from Kevin Smith, I'm a big Kevin Smith fan. Love most of his movies. There are already very, very few that I wasn't extremely keen on. But, you know, of course, they have their artistic, you know, admiration nonetheless. I have really am looking forward to seeing this movie. Like I said, I love almost everything Kevin Smith has ever touched. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And I would love to hear any of your thoughts on today's episode, so leave your thoughts down in the comments. Don't forget to tap that like button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.